Good morning once again, and a warm welcome to the session. My name is Evans Rabare, and I will be leading the second session. So with me on the chat box is Joy Atieno. She will be our moderator for today. And kindly just kindly engage, ask as many questions as you wish. Also, let us know where you are joining us from. I will take a few minutes just to give a shout out to the guys who have already joined. I can see Lois Kevo has already joined. So Lois, kindly invite your friends so that they can also become part of the training. So for this particular session, I'm hoping and praying that it's going to be smooth, and you're not going to have the hiccups that you've just witnessed. So just welcome along, and also if you have to write something down, please have a place where you'll be noting a few things, and also share some of the tips that we'll be learning here. Use the hashtag just to let the world know that we're currently doing a training with Africa on Aid in collaboration with Google, and the training is on how to create a digital marketing plan. All right, so as we wait for more people to join, kindly just let us know where you're joining us from, and we'll spare a few minutes just to. All right, I can see John has already joined. So John will be moderating for us, and also just engage with John. So we want to look at how to create a digital marketing plan. So I've introduced my colleague, I've introduced myself, and also now, please kindly just take a few minutes just to tell us where you're joining us from. How is the area that you're joining us from? How is the area? Is it raining? How is the weather? If you're in an area that has been locked down, how is the situation there? Please, so that we want to create a rapport before we delve into the actual training. So Kevo, just let us know how Nairobi is, how the situation is, and we'll be able to move forward. So on to our today's topic, which is creating a digital marketing plan. We are going to look at our three broad objectives. We are going to look at what is digital marketing is and why is it so useful for businesses. What is digital marketing and why is it so useful for businesses? Thereafter, we are going to look at how you can devise your very own digital marketing plan, how you can devise or how you can come up with your own digital marketing plan. So under this, you're going to look at aspects such as budgeting, aspects such as the right digital platform to use, aspects such as audience, and so much more. We're going to look under that. And finally, we're going to look at the top tips for harnessing the power of digital advertising or digital marketing. So when you're talking about digital advertising, we are as well as talking about digital marketing. So, all right, so let me ask you this question. How do you engage with your customers currently? How do you engage with your customers currently? So, Kevo, how do you really engage with your customers currently? So, Afrik is joining from Buruburu. How is Buruburu? I hope I pronounce it rightly, Afrik. Okay. So, how is Buruburu? And Afrik, how do you engage with your customers currently? Is it through word of mouth? Or is it through the use of social media? or have you invested on Google Ads? I'd love to know how you're currently engaging with your customers currently. So as I'm waiting for those responses, let's move. And I really love to hear from you how you're engaging with your customers currently. Do you have flyers, printed flyers that you give out to people? Or do you have a billboard erected somewhere near, near the central business district or near, near your area? So, an introduction to digital marketing. What is digital marketing, and how has it been become part and parcel of organizations? And in fact, most of the organizations are even setting a budget for digital marketing. So that is really shows how digital marketing is increasingly becoming popular and very important, especially for businesses businesses who wants to do who wants to create brand awareness, who wants to sell just to sell more. So businesses who wants to engage their customers. So what is digital marketing? What is digital marketing? So before I give you my definition, what is digital marketing? So in your own words, what is digital marketing? Uh, so um, so we have Benson Kinyua following. We have Beatrice Muchagia from Kapiei, Buruburu. Thank you so much, and you're saying thank you for the training. I can see Agnes also, Agnes Ndulu, Agnes also is someone from Buruburu joining. I'm glad guys are joining, which is a good thing. And I'm hoping that you're going to have an impactful and engaging session. So, what is Google marketing? What is digital marketing in your own words? And how so when you think about digital marketing, you also need to think about the traditional marketing. And what are some of the what are some of the differences that you've noticed between digital marketing and and traditional marketing? So as you're writing, your suggestions down, let's look at digital marketing. And when you're talking about digital marketing, we are talking about the promotions of products, services, or brands using electronic devices or through the internet. So underline the word internet. So that is the core internet. So any advertising that you do through the internet, that is called digital marketing, and it includes text messaging, instant messaging, video, apps, it could be podcast, it could be webinars, it could be electronic billboards, it could be digital television or even radio channels, right? So digital marketing concentrates on using a wide range of online tools and technologies available, but the focus should always be on understanding human behavior. So marketers face new challenges in the digital marketplace, but they have also have the opportunity to create personalized, relevant communications and content to develop deep relationship with customers based on ongoing interactions. So, so digital marketing allows an organization to analyze campaigns, content, and strategy to understand what's working and what isn't working. So when you talk about digital marketing, we are talking about social media marketing. We are talking about Google Ads. We are talking about content marketing. All those they're under the umbrella of digital marketing. So the reason why digital marketing is really picking up is because uh, the increased usage of internet, and also we're also living in a mobile world. So let me ask you this. So how has the introduction of internet changed your life? How has it really impacted on your life? You know, the way you communicate, the way you socialize. How has internet or your mobile phone changed the way you live, the way you work? So I'd really love to hear from you. Some of the ways that your life has changed because of owning a smartphone, or or through the introduction of internet. So we live in a mobile world. So pretty much everybody owns a mobile phone and a smartphone for that case. So you can have a phone, but if the phone do not have the capability of connecting to the internet, you might be missing on a lot. So you need to have a phone and a smartphone which is capable of connecting to the internet. You're able to browse, you're able to social, you're able to use the social media pages. So, and I've also noticed that even the teens that we have, most of them at the age of 10, they've started to use mobile phone. They're able to play games using the phone. They're able even to go to the browser, and look for games. So that is how more and more people are owning phones, and as a result of that, these people could be customers, depending on depending on the vision of a business owner. So we have about 747 million SIM connections in the sub-Saharan Africa. 747 million SIM connections. So remember, we could have an individual having more than one SIM card. So we also have those cases. But we're assuming we're using a ratio of 1 to 1. So it's you and one SIM card, you and one SIM card. But of course, we have cases where you can have more than one SIM card. But the underlying issue is more and more people are having SIM cards, and these SIM cards we're using them to connect to internet. We have 91% of South Africans on mobile phones, with 80% in Kenya and Nigeria. So more of South Africans own mobile phones as compared to Nigerians and Kenya. I don't know the reason why, but so it seems most of them do own mobile phones, including the young. And also we have 65% of the active mobile phone users in Nigeria have shopped online. So this brings us back to e-commerce, right? So with our mobile phone, we have the power to do our own product research online. We have the answer to pretty much any questions at our fingerprint, and we have access to information more than ever. All right, so let us look at what opportunities might arise from connecting with customers online. So mwanabiashara, so what are some of the opportunities zenye umepata just by connecting with your customers online? So maybe you have a business, or you're owning a cyber, or you're owning any business, but you've created a Facebook page for them, or you've created a WhatsApp page for them. What are some of the benefits that you've gained or you've reaped as a result of that? So what are some of the benefits that you've gained as a result of that? So majibu zikuje moja moja, how do you say them? John, help me out. How do you say them? the benefits that have been reaped from going online. I don't know whether I can call them Mazuri. I'm not really sure. So I can see John is having, the chat is exploding. People really engaging. So we have Ronald saying that. Also, just to acknowledge, the good news is also part of the training. And Regan is also it has joined, and Ronald is saying digital marketing is the use of internet. Thank you, mobile devices, social media, research, search engines, and other channels to reach customers. And is also from Kapei Buruburu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And also we have Alois also just typing one word and disappearing. Okay. So we also have Regan saying internet marketing has made it easy to reach a great multitude of clients just at a click of a button behind the gadget. It's really true. So so actually your phone is the one that is doing the donkey work. You sit, you just sit behind it, do a few research, and the phone will do the rest for you. Joseph Murage is also following from Buruburu. Asante Sana, and Dolo is saying that what is the most important thing to consider when starting a digital marketing. So thank you for that good question. Agnes. So later on in the session, we're going to look at for you to decide on, for you to decide on a digital marketing platform, we'll have to know who your audience are. Because after knowing who your audience are, you'll be able to know which platform are on. What are some of their interests? And also, what time are they online? So once you've done that now, it will be very easy for you to choose from one platform to another. Because of course, we have platforms that are heavy on videos. For instance, the YouTube that we're now using. And also we have platforms such as Instagram that are photos, the photos heavy. So we are going to look at, what you need to do or you need to know so that it helps you in deciding, where should I start from depending on my audience? Because ultimately, you should be having your audience in mind because they're the ones who, they're the ones who are pushing your business going, and you should be able to address their needs. So, all right. So, thank you so much for that wonderful question. So here are some of the opportunities that we are likely to achieve or we are likely to get from being online. So right now because of COVID and people are locked, so many people are spending the time online. So with being online, you're likely to increase your reach. So increased reach. So we're talking about global access 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So you're able to access your audience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is a good thing. And remember, globally, right now we have people who are sleeping. Right now we are awake, but some people in the part of the world are sleeping. When we be returning to bed, other people will be awake. Also, reach niche audiences. So allow customers to find your products or services easily. So that is still within the increased reach. So you're able to access them 24/7, and also they're able to access your products easily through your website, because your website will be live 24/7, 363 days a year. So remember, you will need to keep on renewing your domain. If you don't renew your domain, your website will be down. So you're good once once the domain is up and running, it'll always be online. And of course, if you've done search engine optimization, people will be able to find you. Let us look at another opportunity, learn about your customers. So this is called audience research. So you conduct consumer market research and keep up with customers' demands and trends in your market. So for instance, kama unajua your customer base ni wale from age maybe maximum age 18. So you know that with that age, there's some fashions that they like. There's some particular kind of dresses that they do like. There's some type of food that they do like. So with all this, if you do a research, it will tell you that okay, if I were to offer product in clothing, for instance, these are the kind of clothes that they do like, or these are some of the fashions, or these are some of the foods that they do like. It will enable you to make a decision that, okay, I want to venture into this business. But before I venture into this business, I need to know who are my target audience. All right. Also, you'll be able to communicate and support. So, improve your communication service with greater flexibility. Improve your customer service with greater flexibility. Also, communicate with your customers and get the feedback on your business. You can communicate with your customers and get the feedback on your business. So normally with the WhatsApp groups, Facebook pages, uh, customers are able to leave, just to leave their thoughts there. And from that now, you'll be able to respond back and you'll be able to know what are my customers lacking, or what do I need to improve. So for instance, if you are selling clothes and somebody has left a review that I was looking for a khaki suit, or I was looking for I was looking for, I like an Italian suit, and you notice that in your stock you don't have an Italian suit, that alone will help you to go out of your way to look for, an Italian suit as a brand, Lorenzo or something similar like that. Or if you're in groceries and people are looking for pineapples, most people are inquiring about pineapples, and you don't have pineapples in stock. You have to take a step of going and looking for pineapples or something that they're looking for. That is how, two-way conversation is really, really effective. You're able to know what you need to improve on your side, so that you meet, the demand. All right. So let us look at some of the key digital marketing channels to consider. Some of the key marketing channels to consider, and this is going to help Agnes in just understanding the question that she asked about digital marketing. So in this section, we are going to look at search engine optimization, search engine marketing, popularly known as SEM. So search engine optimization is SEO. Search engine marketing is known as SEM. Also, we have social media marketing, which is SMM. We also have display marketing, email marketing, and content marketing. And at the end of it, we are going to put all this strategy together. All right, so let us look at search engine optimization. So when you talk about search engine optimization, so have you ever been somewhere and we're talking about SEO, and you wonder, what is this SS that people are talking about? So they just, it's just an abbreviation, but it's pretty simple. They're just talking about optimizing your website so that it shows up more often in search engine results. Yeah. So you have a website and it's not even showing the first page. It means it lacks SEO. So the SS that people are talking about. And also SEM is basically, you paying for advertising to appear in search engine. So here, you only pay for results such as clicks, views. So you only pay for results. So if somebody clicks, that is when you pay. If there's no any action that has been taken on it, no money will be spent. So social media marketing is using social networks to gain traffic, attention, and reach new people. So when you're talking about display marketing, so display is something, something attractive, something that people could see. So we are talking about advertising in many different formats on many websites across the internet. So I will give an example about that later. So when you talk about email marketing, we talk about collecting and using email addresses to communicate with users. Collecting and using email address to communicate with users. And of course, lazima wakupatie ruhusa. They'll have to give you a consent for you to send them an email address, lest it will be marked as a spam, right? So when I talk about content marketing or content creation, we are talking about creating and sharing different types of content, such as blog posts, videos, we're talking about guides, we're talking about infographics to attract attention and drive traffic. So right now, if you go to YouTube, so many people are coming up with content. Now you can see Mulamwa is coming with content. You know the cartoon lady is coming with content. You can see that lady, the slim lady. What is her name? Abito somebody. So all these comedians, because right now they're not able to perform on a stage, they're coming up with content on YouTube, and this content, in most cases, they're trying to advertise, they're trying to educate, they're also basically trying to, to inform you. All right. So they usually pick different topics and create, create content along that line. So it might come out as entertaining, as humorous, but the end game is it's supposed to educate you. So at this juncture, let me pause and see if we have questions. Do we have questions? So it seems that we've been able to understand. So I can see okay, I can see Beryl saying inatambwa kuwa watu wako nje kweni rada pia siwaoni hapa. Okay, okay. I can see Margaret Buller saying which steps are we supposed to follow? All right, that's a really good question. Which steps are we supposed to follow? That's a good thing. So just sit tight. We are going to look at the at the steps, the chronology of steps that you need to follow, right from audience research all the way to now deciding on the platform that you're supposed to use. So Agnes Nduli is also saying, so first I should know the best media that will reach the clients. That's a good suggestion, Agnes. Also, I can see Afrik saying, how do I add ads to other people's websites? That's a good question. That's a good question. So you're basically talking about placement. Placement. So you want to have a scenario where if somebody opens their website, your ads appear. If somebody wants to watch a YouTube video, your ads appear. If somebody is watching something on Instagram, your ads appear. That's a good question. That's a good question. So we are hoping that with the same group, we'll have a practical session so that we can actually run through the steps. Now, let us look at our second agenda, building your digital marketing plan. So now this is where Agnes, the question you ask is coming from, and also I can see Beryl. I think maybe Beryl or Afrik also asked something close to that. So building your digital marketing plan, and we have steps. You see, we have steps, right? So we have these 6 steps. The first one is the business goals and objectives. What is your goal? Is your goal just to create brand awareness, or do you want to sell more, or do you want to drive traffic to your business? What is your business goal? You need to identify that. After you've done that, now you need to set aside the budget and resources. So remember that some of the activities will require you to dig deep into your pocket. So you need to set aside your budget and resources. Also, audience. So when I talk about audience, also there are few questions that we'll be asking about our audience. Who are they? What are their audience? Where do they live? So many questions around the audience. You need to know who are your audience. Then decide what channels. So here is where now do I need a website? Do I need to be listed on Google My Business? Do I need to do, do I need to do Facebook, or do I need to do Instagram, or LinkedIn? And then also you need to plan your activities, and also you need to measure. Is your effort in digital marketing paying off, or is just doing digital marketing for the sake of it, right? So let us look at business goals and objectives. So business goals and objectives, and here we have Monday. So we have Monday. So Monday is saying, "Hi, Monday. I'm a hairdresser, and what are my business goals?" And so his business goal is to get more customers through the door. So both new and the past, and also to make more people in the area know about the business. So those are two business. Those are goals and objectives, right? Get more people coming to shop, and also just to create an awareness about his business. So successful businesses are based on both goals and objectives. So clarify the purpose of your business and identify the necessary actions. Goals are general statements of desired achievement, while objectives are specific steps or actions to reach your goal. So, for instance, here Mondi is talking about uh, getting more customers through the door. What is more? That is not specific. It could be like getting 1,000 people through the door. That is specific. Or getting 500 people through the door. That's specific. So we are going to use Mondays as an example through our training. All right. So let us look at some of the examples of online objectives. One, it could be increased traffic to your website, and you need to direct. So you need to direct traffic to your website. You need to direct traffic to your website. Also, you need to increase your online sales. Your online sales. So you also need to increase your online sales. You also need to increase, so as an objective, also increase social media page likes, follows, from your customers, and also you also need to increase online reach and awareness. So these are just some of the examples of online objectives: increasing traffic, increasing sales online, increasing reach and awareness. So your online objective should align with your business goals. So here we have an online objective, and here we have business goals. So look at this: increase online reach and awareness as an objective, increase website sales as an objective, increase social media page likes or follows as an objective, also increase traffic to the website. So now let us look at the goals. Make more people aware of your business. So you're talking about reach and awareness. Sell more products. So you'll be doing it through your website. Also get found by more people. You're just talking about awareness still. Get more returning customers. So getting customers are usually very hard. So once you've gotten hold of customers, please, you need to get them returning. And there are various ways that you could be doing things. Now let us look at budget and resource. So this is where now you need to do budgeting. So let's use money for example. So what is possible? So give yourself an honest statement about what your challenges are. So let's read what Max have as a challenge. So I don't have a website. Yes, it's too much of an investment right now. So Monday would love to have a website, but is not capable of having a website right now. All right. So let's look at audience. Who are my audience? And still, let's look at Monday's example. So I am targeting females in my local area. My most valuable customers are females above 30 years old. They normally have children and work part time. Most of them use Facebook. So in that statement alone, we've known their age, their interest, whether they're full time or part time, and which platform that they use, right? All right. So let us look at the marketing channels. So under the marketing channels, they have been segmented into three broad categories. And to help us look at the marketing channels, we are going to look at some of the online objectives that we talked about. Right? So we talked about increased online reach and awareness, increased website sales. We talked about increased traffic to website. We talked about increased customer loyalty. So we have, for you to increase online reach and awareness, you'll have to use display marketing, social media, and content marketing. So if your objective is all about increase, reach and awareness, that is that. If your objective is to increase website sales, then search engine marketing, SEO, and email marketing. If it is all about traffic, search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and email marketing. Also, no, I've just confused the orders. Huh? So if you're talking about loyalty, you'll have to use social media, you'll have to use email marketing, you'll have to use content marketing. So back to your question, Agnes. So your objective will enable you or will help you to identify which channels to use. For instance, if your objective was to increase traffic to your website, search engine marketing, SEO, and email marketing are the best. But if your aim was to increase sales, same SEO and email marketing would really help you. Now, let us look at how you can plan your activities. And here is Mondil again. So Mondil is saying my online objective are to reach more people in my local area and get more customers, get more returning customers. I don't have a website yet as it is too much, too much, is it too much of an investment right now? How could I use digital to help me? So how can you, I would just love to hear from you. So Monthly would love to have an online presence, yet he doesn't have a lot of money. Where should he start? Where should he start? All right. What are some of the suggestions that you'd give Monday? Is it listing his business on Google My Business to create a free website, or is it setting up a Facebook page, collect reviews and post pictures of customer hairstyles, or use Facebook advertising to target people in your local area with an offer to attract new customers? So where should Mondel start? So remember, Mondel do not have money, but you really need an online presence. I'd really love to hear from you. All right. So as we write down our thoughts, let's look at measure. And here we're going to look at SMART. So when we talk about SMART, we are talking about specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So SMART objectives help us to set goals that we are more likely to succeed in and achieve. So instead of plucking ideas out of thin air, just coming up with the random ideas, the SMART acronym gives us more structure. So S stands for specific, as I've just mentioned. So who, what, when, where, and how. You need to give your goals as much details and thoughts as possible. M stands for measurable. How will you know your goals have been achieved? What metrics will you use? So metrics uh, that is showing success. Talking about A stands for achievable. Do you have the skills, time, and resources to turn this goal into a reality? Right? Realistic. Is the goals likely to be achieved, or is it merely a dream? Are the goals likely to be achieved, or is it merely a dream? When we talk about T, stand for time bound or timely. So when do you want to complete the goal? So what is the time frame or the end, an end date in mind? So it needs to have a goal. So if you want to achieve something, give it a time in three months or in 1 month. So how do you set a smart objective? To help us understand that we have broad objective and smart objective. So one of the broad objective is to increase online sales, but smart objective is to increase online sales by 20% within 3 months. So there is the aspect of 20%, that is the amount, and in what period? To increase brand awareness, which is a broad objective, but smart objective is to increase our brand awareness on Facebook, which is the platform, by growing our audience with new people by 40%. So that is specific. All right. So let's look at digital marketing plan, and we're going to use the Mondale example, for instance. So I want to run you through the Mondale. So remember, we've been using an example of Mondale, and I want to put them together right now. So we have a business goal. So his business goal was to reach more people in his local area, get more customers through his store. We have the audience. So his audience were females between 39 to 40 in the local area, and also past customers. The channels he was considering was local SEO and Facebook. Activities that Mondale had in place was to build a website and boost visibility on Google, use Facebook advertising to target people on his local area. Some of the online objectives that Mondale had is increase online reach, increase returning customers. And the smart objective that he had was increase Facebook page likes from new people by 50% within the next month. Increase booking from past customers by 20% in the next quarter. So let me pause and see if we have questions. Let me pause and see if we have questions. All right. So I can see Mas Cecilia Wamboi also from Kapie also joining. Eric Operato also joining. Regan says I'm a sales executive in an organization. So I work to different organizations, convincing them to be our clients. How can digital marketing help me reach my audience, most of which are out of social media? That is a good question, Regan. That's a good question, Regan. So, Regan, I've seen you've done a research and you know that most of them do not use social media. But do they have a website, Regan? Are they on LinkedIn? So if you know that, it will help you to target them. Remember also, with the search engine marketing, it targets people So like right now, for instance, if I go to a search engine and search for car prices, search engine will be able to detect that I want to buy a car or my interest is in car. So every time I go online, I'll be able to get advert, displaying new cars, good cars from from China, from Dubai, you know. So that is how search engine will be learning about you, knowing about some of your interests based on some of the pages that you visited. So if you know very well that your target audience are not on social media, they could be having they could be having websites or they are on LinkedIn or somewhere. So that is now where you target them. I can see also Regan saying, concerning the above question, most of our procurement personnel are above the youth bracket, hence not social media addicts. It could be true. So we don't have, so especially the old guys, they're not usually on, social media, but they're on, they have website or they have on the LinkedIn. So that is where now you target them. So Africa is also saying, can you discuss your worst digital marketing failure? How did you resolve it and what did you learn? So normally when you do a digital marketing and for some reason or another you don't get people liking it, you don't get people sharing it, then it means now you're not even hitting your target audience or the content itself is not even pleasing to the target audience. So in most cases, you go back to your ad. Remember, you had set a budget, so the budget once set cannot change. So you just go back to your ad and then now you restructure it. Huh? If it was the content that had the issue, you have to put the content in a way that will be capturing the attention. If it was the ad, you'll have to redo the design. So once you redesign it and put it out there, you'll get the results that you want. So let us look at our final agenda, which is how to harness, the power of digital. And so let me show you an example. So I want to show you how to harness the power of digital. So let me share my screen and show you so we have digital. So I did Google digital cameras. So digital cameras in Nairobi. So if you look at that, we have Sami's camera. So and you see Eddie. So it means Sami is advertising using Google Ads. So this is digital marketing. So the whole of this. So there is Sami, there is Africa Buy. Who else is doing this? Yes. So all this. This is digital marketing. So this from Samis to Africa Buy. So those are digital marketing. But here at the top, we have digital cameras in there. So that is now the search. It's called the search. So when you talk about, so that is the search engine page. So this is now the search engine page. And if you scroll down here, now we don't have, so now we have, so these ones, they do not have AD. So this is telling you that these ones have been optimized. So they're appearing on the first engine by the fact that their SEO has been optimized. And that is the same, case that, so that is the same case that you're having here with this. So going back to my slide, so I just wanted to show you, going back to my slide. Yes, so what you're seeing is similar to what I've just demonstrated. It's really similar to what I've just demonstrated. So we have the search engine. So we have the search engine, page, but we have one in yellow. So we have an area in yellow, an area in blue, an area in green. So when you search for something, you usually have those three, broad categories. And here, so the yellow one is search query. So the word that you usually type there, like I typed digital camera in Nairobi, that was the search query. And the blue one, so the blue one is the paid text and search ads. So that is now the digital. So that is now the search engine marketing, the one that people usually pay to run ads. And the one here is organic search. So they appear there by the virtue that their website is optimized, the images load fast. So that is why now they're appearing there. So you can see that when you're using money to advertise, you're given priority to appear prominently at the top. So let us look at the process of search engine marketing. First, you need to understand your customers. So this is what makes everything else happen, which is customers. You need to find keywords. So we need to brainstorm good keywords to bid on that might be relevant to our target audience. Create an ad copy. So in order to create good ads, we need to understand what our target customers want. Also, and then after that, now we have an overall. So we put all this together, right from understanding your customers, finding keyword, and creating an ad copy. All right. So let us look at search engine marketing versus search engine optimization. So for search engine marketing, you pay for search listing. For SEO, which is free, search listings are free. For SEM, which is search engine marketing, you bid on keywords. But for SEO, you optimize keywords. Also, you can get onto first page straight away through paid, but through SEO, it takes time to Google to rank you, right? So because there are a lot of things that crawlers do usually look for, right from relevance, load time, and stuff like that. So SEO can take a lot of time depending on the nature of the competition and the type of search query you're trying to rank for. So, for example, ranking on the first page for pizza might take months. However, ranking for pizza restaurant in Nairobi might only take a few weeks, as it is more specific, and there will be it will be less easier overall competition. So, how do you get started with search engine optimization? You need to sign up for a search console, submit your content to Google, monitor how you're doing on search, and also you can say you send alerts on critical issues. So help Google find your content. To help Google find your content, you need to ensure that you have a sitemap. You need to submit a sitemap. You need to promote your site on and offline. Also, you need to share new content. Also, help Google and users understand your content. You need to create unique, accurate page titles. And if possible, you also need to label images with the names. Don't label images 1, 2, 3 page JPEG or one or XW JPEG. You need to put a name on it. It will help Google crawlers to find the images very fast. So create good titles and page snippets. Use heading tags to emphasize important text. All right, so under search engine, so let's look at search engine optimization tips for success. So as I've just mentioned, SEO is just a shortcut. So it will help improve your website visibility to people who are searching for products or services like yours. You can conduct keyword research, discover and understand what words or phrases people are looking for when they're searching for your products and services related to your business. So the title and the meta descriptions are important because they are both used by search engine to generate the actual search results for the specific page. So the title is used to generate the page, the first page line. The meta description is used to generate, the first few sentences to follow. So publish useful, high quality content, understand your customers, and optimize your content to suit your needs. So here we have we have a display ads here. And what is display ads, by the way? What is display ads? To help you understand what a display ad is, so we have a zoneclassify.com advert here there, and so there is 1 GB. It's also talking about so display ads are typically visual content that are displayed on a variety of publishers' sites. They look like posters or flyers, like the one that is there. So they appear in different ad formats. It could be text ad, image ad, video ads, or ads across mobile websites. So visual ads can be more effective in getting people to click, as they are often more eye-catching and they can stand out. All right. So let us look at how is display advertising different from search advertising. So how is display advertising different from search advertising? So let me know. How is display advertising different from search advertising? So as you're writing your suggestions down, so let us look at some of the differences here. So search advertising focuses around matching ads to users. Search queries on search engine, so what it does is it focuses on matching, ads to user search queries on search engine. But what display advertising does, it focuses around serving ads across different websites, such as news blogs and local websites. So most relevant when primary objective is to generate sales, so that is search ads. But for display advertising, most relevant when the primary objective is to drive brand awareness and and traffic. Right? So let us look at the process of display advertising. So you understanding our audience. So we are back. Sorry for the slight interruption. So let's proceed. We're almost done, which is a good thing. So I was talking about what is social media marketing. So and we were looking at the process. We are looking at the process of. So all right. So what is social? Why do we use social media advertising? Why do we use social media advertising? So what are the main differences between organic and paid social media advertising? What are the main differences between social media, organic and paid social media advertising? And here are the differences. So, organic social media views, actions, or clicks from posts are absolutely free. But for paid social media, you pay for views, actions, or clicks from posts or ads. Also, for organic social media, content appears on your business profile and in people's newsfeed. But for paid, your ads can appear in more places. So for organic social media, you can only reach your followers and friends of followers. But for paid, you can reach anyone, even those who don't, even those who are not following you, even those who are not your friends. So it can reach anyone. All right. So let us look at the process of social media advertising. And you've noticed that the process is pretty the same. You have to choose objective, choose the audience, create an ad creative, and set your budget. All right. So let me pause here and just check if you have any questions. We are almost through, and I'd really encourage you guys to be tweeting or to be just posting just posting what we have on social. So ensure that you post and you just share the content that you're learning on social media. Just letting the world know or your friends know that you attended a Google Digital Skills training, and today we discussed about how to create a digital marketing plan. And during the training, we learned about social media marketing. We learned about display marketing, content marketing, and all that. So, do we have a question up to this point? So just to mention a few, I can see John engaging people. I can see John engaging. So now, what is your next step? What would be your next step after attending this session? What would be your next step after attending this session? And also remember, John will be sharing, some of the links for your certificate. John will be sharing a link for the certificate. Also, John will be sharing a link for, our social media channels. We are on Facebook at Digital Skills for Africa. We're also on, on Twitter at Digital Skills AF, and we're also on Instagram too. So kindly like our pages, follow our pages for our upcoming news and content and data, and also just like our Africa on It YouTube channel, so that you'll get notified when we're having our next webinars. So at this point, I would love to say thank you very much. It has been an awesome session with you guys. Just to give a shout out to Agnes, Kevo, Afrik, Benson, Regan, we also had Beryl joining in later, Margaret Mbura, so Joseph Murage, Cecilia Wambui. So thank you so much, guys, for being part of the training. You made it to be awesome. So asanteni sana, tuonane kesho. Thank you so much, guys.